Yale University in 2008. Ryan worked for Goldman Sachs for 2 years before leaving to start the Model United Nations company, Best Delegates. Now Ryan, being the social media pioneer that he is, encourages everyone with a smartphone right now to tweet his speech at Best Delegate, #MVHSMUN. It's the one chance you have, guys, to bring those out and use them in our conference, so take advantage of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor, for having me speak today. As I stand here before you, in front of Pablo the Diablo, wielding a pitchfork, staring at me, surrounded by flames, I can't help but think that the theme of this year's conference is all too appropriate. Through the fire is the spirit forged. The theme resonates with me because 8 years ago, I was Secretary General of this conference. It was a time of transition. It was the first year that Mr. Trevino became the advisor here, when the advisor before him, Ms. Lori Elo, suffered a stroke and passed away. This conference and this program passed through the fire. And now I'm here 8 years later, and I'm proud to see this program and its spirit renewed and stronger than ever. And as I stand here where I stood then, in front of Pablo Diablo, surrounded by flames, I can't help but reflect on the theme and wonder what the meaning is for each of us here. First, the delegates. How many of you are novice delegates? Raise your hands. All right. How many of you are advanced delegates? And how many of you want to win an award? For the delegates here, you might see this conference as a challenge. For those of you who are new, who are novice, a challenge to participate, to get up, to be engaged. You might still be nervous to raise your placard or to make a speech or to find out what's going on in the committee. For those who are advanced, you may do research, you prepared, you want to win an award. And I'm going to give each of you a tip right now to win an award in your committee. Don't worry about the awards.
Okay.
I know that's counterintuitive for competitive Orange County, where we have the top-ranked Model UN programs in the world here. But at the same time, Model UN is more than awards. Model UN is about students teaching other students, taking your research and preparation and sharing that with each other through your speeches and your caucusing. The best delegate in the committee is actually the best teacher. The one who simplifies the topic, who makes it easier for others to understand, who empowers others to participate. For the advisors here, Model UN is your challenge too. In addition to grading papers and preparing for your lessons, after school and in your spare time, you take time away from your families to come here on a weekend, to invest in your students' education, to take their learning beyond the classroom. It was only when I was a student, just a little while ago, when I looked up to my own advisors. And now that I have a chance to be an advisor in my own delegations and to work with students myself, I only have newfound respect for how hard your job is. Thank you. You're our heroes. I'm especially thankful to the advisors who gave me guidance and help when I was a delegate. Is Mrs. Levine here? From Tustin High School? Alright, don't blame. Dr. Jim Dimitriou? Is Jason Watanabe, Bill Mustard, Cerritos here? And finally, Mr. Dominic Trevino, is he here? These are advisors who knew me when I was a delegate, who gave me help and guidance, and they continue to support me with my own company, Best Delegate, and I'm forever in their debt. For the parents here, where are the parents? For our educators here, Dr. Gatfield. This is a hard time to be in education, especially in a public high school, a large one like Michigan. Thank you for your continued support from all of you. I hope you see the impact that this activity has on the lives of the students and the dividends it pays after they graduate. And for the parents, when I became Secretary General of this program 8 years ago, so did my mom and dad. And I saw how hard they worked to bring an organization like this together. And for all the parent chaperones here who came here today, for all the parents who are selling snacks and running security and making sure that an organization and this operation is safe, thank you. And finally, to the Secretary. I only know how much of a challenge this conference is. My advice to you is to breathe. Look around. Look at all the hard work that you put in all year has made this come to life. Enjoy this moment. It'll be with you for the rest of your lives, the rest of your careers. Be proud of what you accomplished here today. I only had a short time to know you, especially the seniors here, but I'm proud to have worked with you, and I hope you're proud of yourselves today, this weekend. I say this to you because I've gone from being a novice delegate myself to an experienced one, to a conference organizer, to working with advisors and parents and educators. And just this morning, I realized that after 10 years of doing Walla UN, of starting as a freshman here at Viejo High School, to continuing in college, to visiting conferences with Best Delegate, I realized that this conference is my 100th conference that I've ever attended. I know how much of an impact Walla UN has made in my life and the lives of others. Walla UN is the reason I got into Yale. It helped me launch my career at Goldman Sachs and now start my own company, Best Delegate. My mission at this point in my life is to promote Walla UN. I launched Best Delegate from my dorm room during my senior year at Yale, and it's grown from being a Walla UN blog to becoming the best Walla UN resource in the world. Over 20,000 people visit the website every month. Our Walla UN consulting and coaching practices help schools and students around the world. And today, I am proud to announce the launch of our Walla UN camps at UC Irvine and Yale University this summer. Finally, I would like us all here to realize something today. You may or may not know this, most people don't. But Walla UN is not an organization. Walla UN is not an individual program. It lacks coordination and authority, and it's actually not run by the actual UN. Despite this, Walla UN has grown through independent organizations and conferences like this one, like your schools, like your clubs, and your classes. It has grown from a handful of conferences 60 years ago in the United States for college students to hundreds of conferences around the world with thousands of students like yourselves across all grade levels, from graduate school all the way to elementary school. We must realize that Walla UN may not be an organization, but Walla UN is a community. Every delegate and every advisor, every chair and conference organizer, from high school to college, from grade school to grad school, across the United States and around the world, we are part of a Walla UN community, and we should see ourselves as one. We should come together as one. We should share our common experiences and join each other in our Walla UN journey. We should be proud to participate in Walla UN. The beauty of this activity
is that it not only shows us how the world is, but what the world could be. And it gives us the courage and the confidence to make a change, to make a difference. This is the fire that forged the spirit of our Villanueva community.
So let's make that happen starting with this weekend. Have fun. Learn something about yourself and about the world. Make speeches and make friends. Share your Villanueva experience. Join in your Villanueva journey and be proud to be part of the Villanueva community. Thank you.